Hi guys, welcome back to another review on Emily Slogan review of the annual. This is the Joe or the reviews, so Ash thoughts with of course Joe took place in Perth for Australia the Saturday just in you had them Smackdown on the Friday except you had Raw on Monday night which had a pretty cool twist um but in this video I'm gonna be primarily to yeah, Austin Crown Jewel. And overall, I thought it would. Overall, I thought it was decent to it show them actors I thought would be solid or would say they're steady alien crowd the Australian crowd are all out throughout the three is extra and actually for the most part we had a decent one for five match card. So it's getting to the card the card this evening. And I should also mention that the three shows started at I should also mention that the three shows SmackDown, Raw, and Crown Jewel took place on a UK time, so yeah, kind of a strange schedule time due to the time difference. I know a lot of people, I don't know a lot of people would still be at their up, so awkward time for some people over here. But yeah, let's get into it. So we start off the show with obviously or on Reed coming out of Paul Heyman against Roman Reigns. And it's on Reed that picks up the victory in the return. Uh, um, and an Australian story fight of also Roman got the majority of the offense and he used horrific but on he used an Aussie rules football. I think Michael Owen commentary kinda I got a rugby ball and then Aussie rules football a bit mixed up. But yeah, it's an easy sort of mistake to actually I'm not going to egg him up on it. But yeah, other than other than a few other than a few sort of foul or is from or it or Omen didn't feel that much Thursday up until on breakers here on the outside with the pitch made it easier for me to pin him if the sooner I spill ash off the back after that. I thought the match was that isen omen still on, but it emphasizes the vision as a credible, stable, and originated the victory here to into on my and it's then this match chalked up to being and yeah wasn't too bad. And Stephanie Vicar who qualifies as the Raw Women's Champion defeated Tiffany Stratton who's a WWE Women's Champion for the Round Row Championship at 10 minutes and 5 seconds. Um, um, I, I kind of thought this match was a bit short comparison, in comparison to the others, because was the shortest match of the evening, and I don't know if WWE are starting to kind of ooh off finish Stratton, but I'm actually I'm actually surprised that Stephanie Vicker got the win. And here I honestly thought that that Yana James and Julie are going to come out and help Tiffany Stratton get the win, and that would um and that would uh, and that surely cause Tiffany Stratton heel turn, because over in this the eights the crowd aren't reacting uh, Tiffany Stratton the same. She is still like popular or in Australia um and Scotland and everywhere else, but over states I think the fans are kind of going off. Well, definitely air hits the spiral tap to on the end of the match and gets a bit very chic. It's a very emotional promo. She says she did it for the fans, etc. And that this is her dream that she's all having out. She's only been a Raw Women's Champion for only a matter of time, and she said she's very out, and I'm ish as an angle ish hasn't put and I considerable despite some idea known as and or Sosa as and has shown you YouTube that the that are English isn't um the are English isn't good so try and he came up with a stupid me and he said in my country we speak Eric and Papa I said on X no or you speak English US which is a variation of the English language and and yeah and so wasn't just to be no or racist, it was being it was being a bit of a stupid or or stupid or as he was saying and and yeah, it gave me about it gave me about a job. I am so I can run through so quickly because everybody um b- because everybody should so I go off that fat piece of shit it's your duty as a wrestler and fan but yeah overall Stephanie era is actually one of the best wrestlers in the entire company. I'm not saying that to so I finish that and she's also very good but but yeah, I'm happy for Stephanie and I'm happy for Stephanie she's all a winner dream and yeah um, move on just before we get into the just before we get into the on the of the night um um for all and as in the can get a chill waiting around in the later needs but they can get actually eating um on ham and Brombury can destroy no all this ones at the start of the show um and and then but then he says I have to go out and beat or the road alone or Ranchino eaten or and or Ranchino related no Iceman and no or kill and no brown break or so he so he was off to put up for match and with the and have a classic match that goes for 27 minutes and seconds. John Cena defeated AJ Styles by a pinfall. Um, or a historic acts happened and a lot of historic callbacks happened in this match. You had Cena and you had Cena assist and you had Cena as or Abigail and you had AJ hit a scorpion the after an angel's wings and tribute to his and tribute to his greatest ever rival in my opinion um or as for Daniels he hit a fade to the ball out of the air stone powder either again in each uh, to Frankie Zarian. Um he also he also had he also had Ina and the Cookina and the Cookina kill and I a homage to some or or inade and had a skilled ocean finales every bit every sort of major rival that the two had the two had they used to them herbs and I enjoyed it. Ina Ina hits a choke slam and a tombstone on pile either in tribute to the or others a gesture or a option before hitting an attitude adjustment to get the to get the victory and the win is also and there was also some really see she's but I seen a hero and Chirurdo for a Isha tail or this uh introducing the undisputed in the heart of the bullet of actually here to be John on he here to be up on enough for on the final time the is runs the one is a phenomenal AJ Styles. He had a he had a tribute to his original TNA year and the 8 shots of purple for 8 shots. Obviously, obviously, but if the update it iconography on his ring attire or I think I think that was the same attire when he became the first ever X Division champion and the first X Division champion when um, and any star it up as an organization. He um he also announced his own he also announced his own retirement for next year. So the rhythm showed respect aged and you've seen a ring, but Michael Cole announced that um everybody on ground journalism that um this is ages the ages or after me era competition will be into 26 to spend more time on if he's in family and it's just a really respectful match to everybody that east and it was a trip down was a trip down memory lane but overall yeah John Cena have the victory and he probably he did that after being destroyed by rock as or at WrestleMania and have only got four appearances of in actually to go and yeah and yeah it just was a phenomenal it just was a phenomenal match and I really enjoyed it. The next match on the card, Eel Sky and Rhea Ripley defeated the Kabuki Warriors Asuka and Kylie Sane by yeah, and for so standard tag um so standard tag match at 19 minutes and 55 seconds obviously obviously the faces getting the shit kicked out of them but and heels but for the majority of it um for the majority of it Rhea Ripley he hits the riptide to on the end of the match. Ioska I hits it over the moonsault to get the victory and Irishine, although the feud kinda continues over and over all by uh, well, what happened after the singles match between Ripple and Shane and yeah, and yeah, again a very a very good out solid match here, and yeah, uh, animated, animated decent or yeah, and decent or and so then we get to the main event for the men's Round Jewel Championship, and um uh, and then yeah, this is a really good back and forth. Woody Rhodes hit a couple work Russell would success Seth wouldn't put Cody couldn't put Cody down, so he goes out to the ring and he gets the roll exit road actually over all and on WrestleMania 42 he can't and he um and he hits Rhodes with um and he hits Rhodes with after all X and he hits a couple of obstacles extra a normal a normal and then he goes to the top rope take out um take out the contest often gets victory. Of course now of course now we of course now we can chat about the Raw. We can chat about the Raw. A hanger. I've heard a lot of I've heard a lot of people it's just an injury angle based on the fact that all hinge has arose as early on Saturday night's main event against LA Knight that kind of led to summer. So then Aika Ash announce etc. Yeah, I also think the vision. I think people are getting a bit fed up. So that's kind of how they so that's kind of how the kill of hanger happened and more last night. If obviously, Emma, if obviously like or in order to eat um hitting it or funny shots on the roll and after Eureka after the Eureka destroys Uso and I and the main event are all and you saw the visual of like or holding up the holding up the Raw heavyweight championship um etc. It says to it says to it says Heyman and Reed it's time to in catch eyes and or it actually decides to join the break around the rival, although him is very reluctant area is in the was and on SmackDown and on SmackDown and Friday he had the fireballs or another one asthma and standing another one asthma and standing in our stomach and them in Hurry East you had them Zell in a Vega and oh you had you had Zell in a Vega and our stuff was Axe Harwich actually he become actually become on the WWE and you also had them so was um action terrain ambush terrain ambush double high at six so you see so you see that coming together and you also see you also will see them kinda stir up the Samis in Cameroon US title title open challenge. I so of course it so having the championship and it'll give um how the chance to beat so or the championship and it'll just be faction it'll just be faction based it'll just be faction based of I have to actually say I have to actually say having a tongue a back was a bit more pop is and a face paint of it and catch along you know it's alright I think it was decent but yeah if they kinda if they do kinda take this eerie so then I'm all for it but yeah in terms of the Dazil in terms of the Dazil hours also are the hours or I'm kinda interested in the I'm kinda on the fence about the whole action against for action and element as it will haven't really been all that or an effect. But yeah, that's uh, what's I'm sort of or eyes yeah up and subscribe to the channel. Hope you all enjoy their Australia shows, and I'll see you all very soon. I'll probably be back for an NXT review at some point, and I'll see you all very soon.